Hey, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Simple Minds Sports Show. We are officially in the dog days of summer. It's the all-star break for baseball season. Bobby, baseball is a game played with sticks and balls. Similar to like
so doesn't your mother play with games with sticks and balls?
I got there first.
You did.
And I would like to start the show by saying we haven't been together, all three of us, in 2 weeks. And I'd like to put a quota on one of those jokes for each of you for the rest of the evening. I'd also like
for mine.
So wait, did you use yours already then?
Me?
Yeah.
I call you used yours already.
Ooh, you already called it.
Halfway through, you cut me off. I'll tell you who used theirs already. The Red Sox. They're tricking all of you again. How can you fools be bamboozled by this team? It's already happened this year. And you're going back to the well again. But somehow it's different. And it might be different. We're here to tell you why. But as we always do, and this is my sports show, we're going to start with some opening takes. I will start. I've got a lot to say. I've been gone for 2 weeks. And I'm going to have to change my opening take on the fly here because I was about to come and boldly admit that I could potentially be wrong on 3 major subjects and the 3 major sports we're talking about tonight, the Red Sox, the Celtics, and the Patriots. However, breaking news across the NBA has already glorified me and toot, I am right on the one subject I want to talk about. That was Dame Lillard, in which I ethered Ray on the text chain and it has sparked my confidence yet again. I am never wrong. I am always right, and I shall forever be right on this program until the days of my life are done, as long as my co-host, Dr. Big Mac, the bottom of the toe pole of dumb, is here to take the other side of the table. So I admit nothing. I give you nothing. You will get nothing from me tonight. Nothing, you sons of bitches. Raymond?
Clearly, Richard didn't listen to the episode 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, when he was wrong a lot. Thank you there, Richard. What used to be a thing of pride and honor has turned into a thing that just is nothing anymore. These high-paid athletes just go out there, they get elected to an all-star game, they go, they sign autographs, they're annoyed that they're there, they're perturbed, they just want a few days off rest, and they just go out and go through the motions. I think from here on out, we say this every year, but all-star game, just get rid of the fucking thing. It is pointless. It's stupid. It's a money grab for the owners, for the leagues. It's just stupid. It's time. It's time to get rid of it.
Why don't you get rid of that stupid fucking barking dog too, Raymond? Bobby, your opening take?
Well, as we're a week out from training camp here and the unbridled optimism continues to build, let's not forget what happened last year. The Patriots won their first game in the Gerard Mayo era, and idiots like me were saying that they were going to have a great season. Okay? There's plenty of problems left with the Patriots. We have to all flush it out. Let's see what's going to happen and see if they're actually going to be any good. We're going to go ahead and get into those things, but the unbridled optimism and everybody saying that they're going to be this great team and make the playoffs, it seems to be a bit much.
Apparently, Bobby did not listen to Ray's solo patty show last week. So there you have it. We are contributors, but not supporters of our own program. The show rundown, we're going to start with the Red Sox and how they're tricking all of you dumbasses. Yet again, we'll tell you why there. We'll head to Patriots training camp and talk about all of the things that could go wrong. And BotPod will tell us how we are wrong, although, as I've already stated, I'm never wrong. We will talk about the Celtics offseason, how that swayed the tides over in McPhee's boat heavily this evening. Oh, did I do a dance of joy, Raymond, on your stupid little fucking face on my toes that I was picturing? Oh, you stupid little boy. You stupid, stupid little boy. I'm excited to talk about that. Again, I've been off 2 weeks. I'm giddy. I've got a lot to say. We've got a this or that with Chief Bobby, Simplest Minds of the Week. Welcome to the Simple Minds Sports Show Friday Rewind live here Thursday, July 17th. Apparently, the Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
It's it not Quay?
It's Q. It's Q. It's QUE. You idiot. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome. New room for Bobby. Yes.
Mhm.
Yep. Looks great. Ray. If you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, rate, subscribe, review, wherever you're watching. Tell your friends, tell your mothers. Go to SimpleMindSports.com. Join the newsletter. We've got free merch giveaway there as well. Check us out every Friday. We'll send it right to your doorstep. SimpleMindSports.com. We start Red Sox here. They're tricking you again, and their 10-game win streak. Woohoo! Their 10-game win streak, and they're third place in the AL East in a shitty-ass conference, in a shitty-ass division with young kids and Sedan Rafaela looking like goddamn Babe Ruth out there. They're tricking you. They're tricking you, Raymond. And again, I'm going to keep coming back to this. I was going to start this segment about how wrong I was earlier to boycott the Red Sox, cancel my MLB TV subscription, tell you that they were dead in the water, and I was going to open the door with perhaps I was wrong about this team. Since the Rafael Devers trade, they had a couple bumps in the road, but obviously this 10-game win streak is, fairly significant, although 6 of those wins came against teams that Bobby could make. So I don't know, how great that is. I'm just coming from a place of I'm not wrong. This team is tricking you again, and until I am proven wrong, I'm not coming off of this take. Show me more, because every season we see this team surge and then fall apart. Pretty much every goddamn season. So your 10 straight wins and 2 games out of the division, that's cute. That's cute and all, but I've got a couple problems that I'd like to address.
Can I ask you a question real quick before you go there?
Well, if you didn't interrupt me, I was going to throw it over to you to respond on my opening take there for the Red Sox, if you'd like to.
With them being big-time buyers this trade deadline and going to get another pitcher, Joe Ryan's the one that name's been popping up all over the place from Minnesota. Would that be something that you'd be like, all right, now I'm back in. I'm invested because now they're buying. They're not just going after these prospects and selling off pieces to build for the future. Would that make your hairs on your hair stand up a little bit?
The hairs on my hair do stand up.
Hair on your head?
Now it has been a couple weeks since we've done the program, but you do have the email, right? That did get to you. And you see at the bottom of this segment, we do talk about something similar to what you were saying, and we'll give them a couple seconds to sound it out.
Yep, there it is.
Perfect. Okay, so I'll get to that. I will answer that question, Raymond. Spoiler alert. Yes, if they make major moves at the deadline, yes, that will be a surge of optimism for me. I'll get to some optimistic points. But before, what I'd like to do, Bobby, is tell you why this isn't going to fucking work. Number one, pitching. Anybody that thinks Brian Bayo and Lucas Giolito are your answers on the pitching staff, you're a fool. You're a dum-dum. You're an idiot. All I'm going on is track record and data-based evidence. That's it. That's all. Brian Bayo has been a mid to decent mid. What was that? Was that our conversation or a different conversation? I'm blending conversations now. That's right. I learned this on vacation from some Utes I was hanging around. Dece is better than mid. Did you guys know that?
Interesting.
Yep. So right now, visually, Bobby, Dece, right? Mid. So the Red Sox and their pitching, Brian Bayo specifically, mid. The guy, he's having the best 6-game run of his entire career. For you to just assume that that's going to continue is ludicrous. Lucas Giolito hasn't pitched in 2 years. He's always had good stuff. To think that the Red Sox pitching staff tapped into him and got him going, there's just no evidence of that. So, yes, to back to your point, Ray, and we'll get to it at the end of this. If they can add a Joe Ryan, that'll go a long way, because their biggest question mark is their starting pitching, and Brian Bayo and Lucas Giolito continue doing what they do. The second, they're young players. Mentioned Rafaela had an unbelievable run. He's playing fantastic. But again, the track record tells us that he's a okay Major League Baseball player. Maybe he's tapped into something. He's gotten a little bit better, but does anybody truly think he's a bona fide MVP candidate for this team? That's what he is. He's the 4th He's got the 4th best odds to be the MVP of the American League right now. Do we really think that's what this player is?
No, us are the smart folk over here know that. The people that go to Red Sox games and sit there and just pray for the best think he's going to be an AL MVP someday.
Thank you, Ray. I take it back. You're both decent right now.
Thanks.
Good lighting.
I bought a new light.
It's blown out, but it's nice.
I got a new light. Hold on.
Oh, there it goes.
That's a little better. Now you got some contrast. Makes you look skinnier. Good job. So, and then you bring in Mayer and Anthony, who are finding their way. They're contributing, but they're certainly not putting the team on the back. This team is full of young players. Abreu's 25. He's your only real power bat in the lineup, which is the next missing piece. I'm glad Rafael Devers is gone. That guy is proving to be everything we thought he was, which is an absolute dud and a boob. He's a problem in San Francisco, just like he was a problem here. We've seen the Red Sox surge. What was their stupid little catchphrase they made T-shirts? Tremendously locked in.
That was their catchphrase.
I think so. Is that right, Ray? Do you remember that?
Yeah,
tremendously locked in.
It was like something they said like on a broadcast or something. And
that sounds like something that Rich does at one of his board meetings. We're tremendously locked in.
Yeah, it's corporate jargon. I mean, this is what they are.
Rod Mayo came up with it.
That they had, Bobby. These were pre-game warm-up T-shirts. The entire team wore them. It's tremendously locked in. Now they're. I think they just put out like another call to action for fans across social media for like the next catchphrase for T-shirts that they can sell. It's another money grab from Sam Kennedy. Anyway,
should it be like kill Henry? That'd be a good one.
Yeah, kill no kings. Kill King Henry.
No.
I've lost my train of thought because we've just gone down a rabbit hole.
Here you go. Handsome Wayne comes in. It's an easy to watch team, likable team. Haha.
Well, he's not wrong. They're exciting. They have upside. The difference between, this team in years in the past is what he's saying. There's some now that especially Devers is gone. There's some likable characters, and they're playing some exciting baseball. And
some players have likable sisters that go to their games.
Well, that's also something to look forward to for sure.
Always looks forward to that.
They're always helpful.
Just keep the next things in mind. Their competition out of this All-Star break starting today, as this airs tomorrow, as we're talking, gets steep. It's not the Nats. It's not the Nats and the Rockies with Rob Vine starting at shortstop anymore. It's actual baseball players and baseball teams.
They have the toughest schedule after the All-Star break.
Yeah,
they go Cubs, Phillies, and then who they play after the Phillies?
I forget.
Yankees, maybe. I think it's like top teams, like all around, pretty much coming through.
I saw that come through. I don't generally look at the comments.
Does that count for if I read that? Does that count as my mother joke?
No. Guests and commenters have no quota on mother jokes. Handsome Wayne said, "I watch your podcast because you have a likable mother."
No, so just confirm that that's your aunt.
Maybe
that's his aunt.
Yeah, but that's all right. That's fine.
Well, that comment could still be relevant. He likes his aunt.
Yeah, that's true. He has no quota. Our commenters have no quota. Okay, so just get that. Stick that one through. Stick that into your brain a little bit.
I like it.
The other thing to look forward to is Alex Cora. I've heard the stat or read the stat somewhere. Every Alex Cora team as manager of the Red Sox has went into the All-Star break at least 3 games above 500. 3 of those teams finished last. So again, finger pop on the fucking 10-game win streak in this team surging. Let's see what they do at the deadline here. And let's see what Craig Breslow does. We've seen Alex Cora pout and bitch and moan himself into last place finishes when they've either split the baby or sold at the deadline. I don't think that's what they're going to do, but if they come out of the All-Star break and lose 6 of their next 9 games.
Nice.
Thank you. Who knows? Hard to say. It feels like they're buyers, but who's to say? Okay, I'll end on some positives here. Here's the good news to look forward to for this Red Sox team. I'm not saying go out and buy Nesson 360 or the MLB TV package. I'm not yet. But you can have some positivity. Here's another one for you, Ray. Six of the 9 different.
Nice.
There are
Nice.
6 of 9 starting
Nice.
rotation players are. Sorry, 6 of 9
Nice.
starting rotation players are different than last year's club. Another club that did not finish last, but really underachieved after the deadline when they didn't get what they wanted. So that's something to look forward to, and that includes Bregman and no Devers. So you bring in a leader like Bregman and a World Series champion, and you get rid of a sourpuss little C like Devers, and they get tremendously locked in. So you can look forward to that. They've got different energy for sure. Bigger than that, you've got an ace in Crochet, and you got a closer in Chapman. So that's something they have not had in a very long time. Bona fide guys at the front end and the back end. But here we are, back to your question, right? The true indicator is going to be at the deadline. They have to land that front end starter. I don't want any other consolation prizes. Don't bullshit me when you fail to get this guy.
Oh, you will.
I have to get rid of the comments on my thing because they distract me. C equals content. That's right. If they don't go get a front end starter and they get some bullpen help or some positional guy that is a platoon, then you don't be surprised if you see an Alex Cora team crater again after the deadline if they don't actually get it. So that'll be the indicator. If they give up on some true prospects and they go get a Joe Ryan or a Nate Eovaldi or someone else to bolster that second position in the starting rotation, then yeah, I might be on the MLB TV package again.
Even if it takes you a Duran, though, will you take it?
If you have to trade Jarren Duran for Joe Ryan, yes.
Yeah.
But if it's anything basically less than Joe Ryan, no. Even Eovaldi, Duran is not a guy that would profile for Nate Eovaldi. Like, that team is not looking for that type of player. That's a prospect, young player kind of move. Look, if it takes Abreu to get Ryan, I'll consider that too. Especially if you can hold on some of your bigger, your better prospects. I like Abreu. He's one of their only power bats in the lineup, but you've got too many outfielders. The Red Sox have pretty much guaranteed either at the deadline or in the offseason, they're trading one of these outfielders. They've got 7 guys to play 3 positions. They're not all along for this team, but I'm only doing it right if you get that guy back. The
only problem though is he's only signed for this year. So if you get him, you have to make sure he's going to sign long term here.
Joe Ryan?
Yeah.
No. He has 2 more years of arbitration.
Oh, that's what I mean though. But you want to make sure that he's here till 2028. You want to be able to say, hey, just like what they did with Crochet, if you can get him to sign a team friendly deal, like Crochet's deal was, we all laughed at that, and now
I don't
Red
know.
Sox favor. You want to make sure that you can get this guy. And he's not going to want to end up on the Yankees or something like that, or go to the Dodgers.
Maybe. I think you get Joe Ryan with 2 years of team control after this year. Nate Eovaldi has a 2-year contract after this year as well. So in baseball terms, that's a guy with term. And Joe Ryan's 29, so that'd put him at his 31-year-old season. If they're not comfortable paying 2 30-plus-year-olds $30 to $40 million a year, I could understand that. But if you have to trade Jarren Duran, who's not going to be here in 2 years anyway, for Joe Ryan for a run this year and hopefully a deeper run next year, and then you decide to maybe part ways, that's worth it to me.
Yeah.
That's why I also don't trade, the Tivoli kid or, their best starting pitcher. You got to kind of you don't give away the farm for this guy, but you got to give away enough. You got to be willing to part with enough. What's Mike asking here?
What about going after our first baseman? Something we haven't had in a very, very long time.
They have not. But Bobby knows the answer to this question. Who's
Mo
the last? The last bona fide first baseman on the team, Mo Vaughn. And that's not even that far off from the right answer.
I think it is, honestly.
Yeah, it was honestly even more of a DH. I'm not sacrificing the starting pitcher for first baseman. Put it this way. If they come away with a legitimate first baseman, I'm not going to pretend to know the MLB rosters and who's available for first baseman. But unless you're getting an everyday 40 home run Vlad Guerrero type to put at first base for the foreseeable future, I'm not sacrificing that second starting pitching role for a guy to play first base. Like,
you think it's only going to be
there holding it down enough. They got enough guys to throw over there, and the bats are doing okay. If they could get both, obviously that's ideal. But
I was just going to ask you that. Do you think there's only one or the other going into the trade deadline? Do you think they're only going to go after either a second guy rotation or a first baseman?
Isn't all the teams that they're competing with have the same problem? A bunch of teams with too many position players and not enough pitching. Isn't that the entire AL? So they need to make that decision. But ultimately, should this team really just be selling? But we're only talking about buying because they won some games. Like, should they really even be doing that?
They should 100% be buying, even if they didn't go on that 10-game win streak, because they have to get the franchise moving forward.
Yeah.
If they get Joe Kelly, they won't.
Joe Ryan.
Sorry, I keep wanting to do that. If they get Joe Ryan, they won't pony up enough assets to go get another legitimate first baseman. If they do another split the baby, this is the thing I'm not going to be that happy about. Unless you need the bona fide number 2 starting pitcher needs to be on the Boston Red Sox in the next 2 weeks. That's it. Anything else you want to add on top, and then they absolutely have to get some more bullpen arms, but that's fucking ancillary. That happens in every deadline. Go get some more guys to throw out there. Don't give me the big arms on the bullpen. I don't give a shit about that. I need big time starting pitcher to put next to Crochet, because Bayo and Giolito are not it. Okay, those guys need to slot down in their 3 and 4 space where they belong. Get me that guy. If he's not available, if it's going to cost too much, to get Ryan, or more likely if the Twins don't make him available and some big ass first baseman does, then okay, But if they come out of this deadline, they don't have that starting pitcher to put next to their Crochet, it's going to be disappointing. Put it that way. Yeah. So there you go. I'll just leave it on this. Don't keep your guards up, Red Sox fans. Keep the guards up. They're not back yet. They're just not back yet. Okay. And I was right about that. Headlines with the obvious one.
Thank you there, Richard. It is the dog days of summer, and it is the last week before NFL training camp begins. Praise Jesus. The MLB All-Star Game came and went, and nobody fucking cares. Kyle Schwarber won MVP honors after a swing-off decided the winner. That's 90s gay. Damian Lillard has signed a deal, and no, it's not with a top 10 contending team or our Boston Celtics. Instead, he is going back to the Pacific Northwest to rot the rest of his career away with the Portland Trail Blazers. Pussy. The Cleveland Browns and police reports go hand in hand. This time, rookie running back Quinshawn Junkins has been arrested in Florida on a misdemeanor charge of battery and domestic violence. Though this is not a laughing matter, but the fact that he was holding out and never signed a deal with the Cleveland Browns is funny. Kiss your career goodbye, idiot. This has been Headlines with the Obvious One. Back to you there, Richard.
The New England Patriots start training camp in 1 week. And they've, thank Jesus. That was a spicy headlines there, Raymond.
Thank you.
Well done. Did GPT help you do that?
Nope, I did that all on my own.
All by yourself?
All by my lonesome, yep. Yeah, I think a little bit was spelled correctly.
Sure, no. I mean, it's hard to tell when it's in crayon. There's a big question mark heading into camp. I think we've heard about it a little bit here. Let's just start there. Travion Henderson, the second-round pick of the Patriots, has not signed.
Hopefully he doesn't beat up his girlfriend.
Hopefully he doesn't beat up. Well, if they want him to sign, that would not be the worst case. Because the trend in the NFL, started by the stupid Houston Texans, is handing out guaranteed contracts to rookies, and Bob Kraft must have not talked to him on the colluding text chain, because you're not supposed to hand out guaranteed contracts in the NFL anymore. Never mind to second-round rookies. So here you are, Travion Henderson, the sixth pick in the second round, has yet to sign with a week to go. And the guy you just mentioned, who I forget, gets arrested. He's definitely not getting guaranteed.
Quinshon Judkins.
So, what's your thought on this, Bobby? Have you dove into this story at all with the trend, and where do you think the Patriots land with Travion Henderson? And I'll just give you a little spoiler. They are not guaranteeing this guy's contract. So where do you think it goes?
Yeah, I'd say it's a little troublesome. I mean, so now there was the two, I think it's the 33rd and 34th pick that got fully guaranteed contracts. And then earlier this week, I think it was like the 39th or something, which was the 49ers, who then guaranteed that contract. I mean, the Patriots are not going to want to follow that precedent. And I mean, it puts the player in a really tough position. You don't want to be the first one, because there's a bunch of second round picks that haven't signed because they're trying to just get the same deal that everybody else is. Puts the player in a real shitty position. So yeah, it is a little troublesome, because the last thing that they need is any negativity going into this camp, especially with one of their good young new players. I hope they can figure it out, and this kid just signs because he wants a signing bonus. But yeah, it's not good. And I 100% agree. The Patriots they're not going to relent.
There's been no talk of him holding out. There's a couple rookies holding out. There's the one kid in Cincinnati that literally went back to college. But
yeah, I know
that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, fuck you guys. See ya.
Back to college. Now, he was just working out supposedly, but there was thought that he was going to petition the NCAA to get back to go play this year, which the NFL would never allow. But yeah, it's a tricky spot there for the Patriots and Travion Henderson. I know for a fact Robert Kraft and the Patriots will not guarantee it. Maybe they'll budge a little bit on the contract, but I also think and believe that Mike Vrabel is not going to start his tenure by bending over for a second-round pick running back. And he'll be like, you know what, Travion, we got Ramondre Stevenson. He fumbles a little bit, but he's a NFL. We're good without you, brother. Like, whenever you're ready, come on in, and you can work your way back. I think that's the type of coach Vrabel is, and I think that's the program that he's going to run, seems like, from minicamp. So if I were to guess, Henderson will fall in line here, and maybe gets a little bump. Maybe they give him a little bump. Drake May led the pass catchers in a pre-camp workout that was made extremely public for everybody to see. How
Goddamn right.
Awesome!
Goddamn right.
How fucking with their one-handed catches with no helmets and no shirts and looking super sick and slow-mo and whatever filter they put on the fucking thing. How my ass is sore from how far they drove those fucking promo things up there. But Ray, you fall for it? You got psyched for that?
Well, it's not the first McPhee that had an ass sore last week, but yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, yeah, you show me that they're out there all together, all in kumbaya, getting those plays down. I'm for it. I mean, it made me happy last week. I was talking about it by myself to the fucking wall. I love it. I love how they're doing this, and it looks like they're having fun. And that's the other name of the game right there.
Quick check, Bobby. Did Mac Jones run preseason workouts with his?
Nobody wanted to see that queer.
Actually, I think he did one off season in California. I think he did the first year with Edelman. I think Edelman ran the.
Edelman probably said, "Hey, Mac, why don't you come over here and let's do some stuff."
I don't think I'm wrong on that. I think they actually did that.
Well, as we know, McPhees are never wrong.
This has been proven. Also sore asses. Quick check on this team, though. As Bobby said, let's get into moderation here. Let's temper it down a bit. Because things are getting way out of hand with this team. Even nationally, they're getting out of hand, which we'll get to. Let's just do a quick check. Offensive line still blows. Wide receivers still blow. Defense still overrated, becoming more overrated by the day. And quarterback still unproven, might blow. Any disagreements there?
Yeah, because remember we said that Stephon Diggs broke up with his big smelly butt girlfriend, and now Super Bowl's back on. You said that, not me in the text exchange. So you lying sack of shit. You said that the Super Bowl's back on.
I did say Super Bowl. Now, to be honest, I was in vacation mode, probably drunk. But it is not a bad sign that Stephon Diggs broke up with his smelly butt girlfriend.
What's a BBL?
I'm sure he's got some new smelly butt girl.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
You can't go from, or at least maybe a lesser degree, smelly butt. You can't like cold turkey that, right? I don't think. You gotta wean off of it. It's good news. I think it's good news. It's more good news than bad news. But as I said, nationwide, you start listening to pundits talk about this team. I'm hearing people talk about dark horse for the Super Bowl. I'm hearing you don't want to run into the Patriots. Mike Florio, of all people, talked about the Patriots as a team that you don't want to run into in the playoffs and could make an AFC title run. Like 12 wins, 13 wins. Where is this coming from?
Easy schedule.
The playoffs don't have anything to do with the
It's
schedule.
just low-hanging fruit. They got a new coach, a young quarterback that looks good. They're blaming everything on Mayo, saying that he fucked everything up. And then they brought in some new players in a hyped-up draft. So obviously, the team's going to be great.
Man,
and they need something to talk about now. It's July. They got nothing to talk about.
Yeah,
I would like to hear Mike Florio's opinion on Stephon Diggs dumping smelly butt girlfriend. If we should, somebody email him. Yeah, I don't know. I think as a fan, put the fan hat on. Not good. Good news. Kiss of death. I don't want to be a dark horse. I want to be the Commanders of last year. No one's talking about you until you rattle off 6 straight.
If you have noise around the team, it's usually a bad thing.
Guys, they don't have anybody to catch the fucking ball. Despite their awesome social media pics from last week with their shirts off.
Come on, Kyle Williams.
Well, there is a wide receiver who is very disgruntled and wants a payday. I did read the email. I know we're getting to it next. That's why I'm doing a little tease.
I'll get to it. This was going to be my third really distinctive point that I was going to open the door about potentially being wrong on. And that point was earlier in the season when the conflict between the Commanders and Terry McLaurin came to light. And everybody in New England said, ooh, the next New England Patriot wide receiver will be Terry McLaurin. Ooh, look at that. Someone comes available, and now they're all of a sudden the Patriot, even though every wide receiver that's been asked to come here in the past 4 years has says, fuck off, except for Stephon Diggs, who nobody wanted. And I said right off the bat, not a chance, no way. Terry McLaurin is not coming here for a number of reasons. First, no one wants to come to New England. Second, they had a good season down there. They got a new owner. They got an exciting young quarterback. He's a captain down there. He fits. That's the deal. Third, this is the trend for NFL wide receivers. You get a year, sometimes 2 years left in your contract. You put up a stink, you hold out, and you get your extension. This is every single offseason we get this. Jamar Chase, Jefferson, DK Metcalf, who eventually blew himself out of town. I just did not think at all the Commanders were going to allow that to happen. But here we are a week away, and they have not signed Terry McLaurin. But I'm not going to admit that I'm wrong. I am not coming off of this. There is no chance on God's green earth the New England Patriots are getting Terry McLaurin.
They're not going to give him that money.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. If he wanted reasonable money that the Patriots were okay paying, Commanders already would have signed him. He would already be on the field. He is asking for some type of Jamar Chase deal. He's asking for too much money for what a 30-year-old wide receiver in the NFL gets. If he was asking now, here's the little crack in the door I'll give you. It is the Commanders. I get it's new ownership down there, but they do have a stench of dysfunction and stupid from the past 30 years that still might be lingering around. And if they let this guy go, that would be the wrong move, in my opinion, unless he's asking for some absorbent, stupid contract. But that doesn't fit the player, right, Bobby? Like Terry McLaurin doesn't seem like this would be his third deal. He's already got the second deal.
He's a very good player. He's not a game-changing player.
Ooh, I would debate.
He's a very good player.
I think he's one of the most. I think he's the most underrated, certainly wide receiver in the league. Maybe potential player in the league.
Maybe I don't watch enough Commanders games to have seen it. Maybe you've seen more. But to me, he's a very good player. He's not a player who I would trade high-end draft compensation for to then sign. I would trade him and I would sign him, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't go out of my way, and the Patriots aren't in a position where they're a piece away.
Oh no! So this is where I disagree. As a player, he's a top 10 wide
He's
receiver.
that guy, and he played with
I haven't seen him
shitbag
play.
quarterbacks.
I haven't seen him play enough.
Every route you want, tough plays, catches everything, goes deep. He is a perfect Patriot. Perfect. 30 million a year. Done. 30 million, second round pick, and anything else you want after that, other than a first. I won't go first. Second round, 30 million a year, 3-year deal. Done. The Ayuk, they were going to trade a second and fourth and whatever piece of shit wide receiver for Ayuk and give him the guaranteed contract that he got from the 49ers. If you do that for Brandon Ayuk, you 100% do it for Terry McLaurin.
Okay.
McLaurin's a better player.
McLaurin, way better player.
My point here, Ray, is don't you think the Commanders should know that? And they are on the cusps. They're on the cups of something serious here with Jaden Daniels. Like, you're going to get rid of your best wide receiver, and they don't have a terrific wide receiver room after him. You're going to let that guy walk? He's either asking for way too much money, which doesn't seem like him as a person or a player. The Commanders are being dumb, or there's something wrong there, and I just don't see it not happening.
It's D. I think the answer is it's all the above because the Commanders have the most cap space because they have all these guys on rookie deals. You got Jaden Daniels, who's on his rookie contract. Terry McLaurin's just trying to get a bag of money, and I don't think he wants to be there anymore. I think he wants to go and see what he can do. I think he's going to be 30 this year. I think he wants to get that last deal and be
this is his last payday for sure.
This is his last payday, so he wants to go out in style, and I don't think the Washington Commanders want to do it.
I disagree with he doesn't want to be there. I don't. It doesn't.
I'm just saying it just does seem like it. I mean, wouldn't you want to play for a team that just went to the NFC Championship? You have a rookie quarterback that brought you there. I mean,
right. So here's
everything's pointing in the right direction for the Washington Commanders, and he's just like, nah, I'm good.
If you ask me to predict what's happening, I would say you brought up cap space, which doesn't really fucking mean anything.
I know cap's stupid and dead. Or
your new owner just spent $7 billion. How much did he pay for the team? $7.5 billion or whatever. He just spent that money. They signed a ton of players last year, so a bunch of cash went out up front. A bunch of veterans. They got all their money up front in cash. They might just have a cash flow problem, right? They might just not be able to meet the deal. If he's asking, let's call it moderate, $30 million a year is the going rate for a top wide receiver in the NFL. If he's asking for that and 80% guaranteed, which is kind of the deal that these top wide receivers get, that's $25 million out the door right now to that guy. They might just not want to do that. So if you're a Patriots fan that wants McLaurin and thinks that he could come here, your best scenario is the Commanders are either cheaping out or financially, honestly, are not willing or can't quite do it to meet their books and meet their business. And McLaurin's not budging. He wants his 30. Maybe the Commanders are at 25 or whatever, and they're at a stalemate. And we'll see where it goes from there. It's getting late in it. If you had asked me to guess, I think somebody caves and he goes back there, maybe on a shorter term deal, maybe goes back on a 1-year prove-it deal or something. But I don't see him leaving. Mostly because I'm not going to admit that I was wrong on that. I'm right until I am wrong.
Well, every time we have one of these guys too, like you said, it just never comes true. So
yeah, and then to Bobby's point, then Robert Kraft would have to pay him, and that's probably not going to happen either.
Hell no. He's not going to guarantee a $7 million rookie second-round pick deal.
What else? Anything else? Any final thoughts here heading into training camp you want to look at? I mentioned the defense being overrated. Let's go to the defensive side of the ball. My too negative on that? I'm seeing top 5.
It depends on what the bar is. I mean, yeah, they're no top 5 defense. No.
They're top 10 right now.
Tell me the proven players on that defense outside of Christian Gonzalez and Carlton Davis, who I have my questions marks again. How many games is that guy going to miss? Tell me.
Yeah. I'd go with Spillane, the linebacker. He's had a legitimate career.
Harold Landry.
You could go when Barmore's healthy.
Was Spillane who knew Spillane's name across the NFL before this year? Who even knows it now, do you think?
He's ranked up there.
He's a linebacker on defense. He just has a good reputation. So is he a fan favorite? No, but I think he's respected in the league.
Okay. I'm just, fair enough. I'm just saying, and I've been asking this question for a long time. Is anyone playing free safety for this team? We're not quite sure. who are their cornerbacks beyond their top two, which are good. I'll give you Carlton Davis, Christian Gonzalez, one of the top cornerback tandems in the league. If those guys can stay healthy, great. Track record says they won't. The guys behind them, their next is Alex Austin.
Yeah.
Okay. Marcus Jones in the slot has proven.
Have you not watched tape on him, bro?
I'm just saying, they're already calling this defense the backbone of the team, and they're going to win games 17-16. I'm like, it's a new defense. Yeah. Also, it's Vrabel's bringing in a new system.
Their defensive coordinator hasn't even been there.
His heart's about to explode or whatever, allegedly. There's more questions about this team than answers, and we're already putting them in the AFC Championship game. It's starting to get on my nerves a little bit, including you, Dr. Big Mac, and your watch out for the Patriots, whatever the fuck you said to the wall.
Well, I mean, I was just saying, like, they have an easy schedule. You play the NFC South. There's 3 wins right there, no matter what. You're probably going to lose one of those. I'm just saying, it's just, if you look at the big picture, they have an easy schedule. You got a brand new regime coming in. You cleaned house. You got rid of all these disgruntled players that were holding everyone back. You got all this new and exciting prospects. You got Drake May going to his second year, how he's going to do. You got Stephon Diggs who's coming in. Everything is bright. Like, if you were a homer like me, you're looking at this and be like, all right, maybe we're going to have a playoff win this year. Like, we haven't seen anything like that since 2018. Like, that's the positive that everyone's looking at. Now, is that going to crumble and I'm going to have nightmares after week 2? Probably. But right now in July, it's looking positive.
Yeah, I'll give you there's a positive beam on it because people like you are shoving their
I haven't said that they're going to
ponies and rainbow fucking light on the goddamn thing. They're like a very real chance they start 1-3 because everything you just said. It's all brand new, knowing what the fuck they're doing. And you got a bunch of guys unproven, including your second year quarterback who's won 1 game in the NFL and continues to get himself concussed and throw game losing interceptions. So let's start there. I'm sorry, Bobby. I know that the positivity is higher on the Patriots right now, and I am the turn of the punch bowl. I'm just trying to – your opening take, I 100% agree with. Relax. Fucking relax with this team. Final thoughts, Bobby.
Drake May, the biggest thing. If he's good, they're good. If he isn't, they're not going to be. It's all about Drake May.
There you go. There you have it. Right back to talk about how I was very right about the Celtics. The Boston Celtics will not be signing Damian Lillard in the year of our Lord 2025. And we're going to Quentin Tarantino this. I'll give you the last take of this segment right up top. Jaylen Brown will not be a member of the Boston Celtics in 2027 because he's about to be exposed in 2025. Ooh. Care to discuss?
I totally disagree with this.
Oh, totally I know. But why don't you repeat it? Because Bobby didn't listen to your show last week.
Jaylen Brown, the last 10 games without Jason Tatum, was a 27-6-6 player. I mean, I think he can carry this team on his back. He showed it. Nice. I didn't want to say it because I said nice too many times. It was Eastern Conference MVP. He was also NBA Finals MVP. I think he can do it. I think it's his time to shine. I don't think that Brad Stevens is done. I think there's more being cooked up for Brad Stevens. This isn't this final roster that we're going to see. So I think big things will happen for Jaylen Brown this season for the Celtics.
Bobby?
You're riding that dick saddle right there. Riding that Jaylen Brown dick. Very good. Very nice. I hope you're right, but I think it's Tatum drives that ship. We've talked about it a million times. We'll see what happens. He's going to have to deal with a whole new roster. He's lost a lot of support that he had when he was playing that well. Who's he left with to help draw up game plans for him? Wait, Joe Mazzulla. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's going to figure it out with that turd. Please.
Yeah. Joe Mazzulla's game plan was give it to Tatum, get the fuck out of the way. I said this when Tatum went down with the Achilles. Jaylen Brown is about to get exposed and it's going to hurt more. I'm going to give you the quotes from his most recent interview about how fucking underappreciated this guy is. And last time I was on the show, last time we talked about the Celtics, I said the Celtics would be moronic to trade Jaylen Brown for basically anything outside of Giannis. And I believe that. as long as Jason Tatum is next to him. But Jaylen Brown as a number one option in the NBA, specifically with Joe Mazzulla as his coach and Derek White as his number two, Raymond, it's not happening, brother. He doesn't.
You're basically you're like the Sacramento Kings. That's a Sacramento Kings lineup.
He doesn't have the game. He doesn't have the skill set to do what they need him to do. Now, your point of the roster is not done yet, I 100% agree with you. That is guaranteed. They haven't announced any of their deals because there are more to come. They're above the second apron right now. We know that's not going to last. They're at a $208 million roster right now. 200 and the second apron's $207 million. So they're going to get off of that. Anthony Simons is got a $27 million cap hit.
He's gone.
Most likely he's gone. Although Brad Stevens had glowing things to say about him in his most recent press conference, where everyone, all of the green bobos go, "Ooh, Brad loves Anthony Simons. He's not going anywhere." It's like, no, you dumbasses. Like,
when you're selling a shitty car, you want to perk it up and be like, "Hey, yeah, look at this
an asset, you dopes." So he's gone. He's gone mostly for the money, but also the same reason I said they should not sign Damian Lillard is because you can't have 3 or 4 undersized wings that are not true point guards that need the ball in their hands to create and score on your team. It's just not a balanced team. You can't play offense like that. You can't win like that, especially when Jaylen Brown is calling the shots and not Jason Tatum, who is a top 3 player in the league and one of the best playmakers that the league has, whether people want to believe it or not. So, and I think their intention on top of all that, I think their intention this year, which I don't agree with, is to not be very good.
I don't think that's true. That's the loser mentality that you disagree with all the time, and that you said it.
I disagree with it. I don't think that they should do it, but all the signs are pointing to they're getting under a certain salary amount for a reason. Whether it's going to be real hard to get under the luxury tax and avoid those repeater tax, I don't think they can do it like financially in safe face with the fan base. I don't think they can do it, but they're 100% not going above the second apron, and they may try to get below the first. They're gonna bring that tax bill down as low as they possibly can and stay competitive for 7 seed, 6. They're not. You said that Jaylen Brown is going to lead them to a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and the only way that happens is if every other All-Star of the East breaks their fucking ankle,
and they have. Halliburton's done. Heater rebuilding. I mean, you have like 3 teams that you can compete with. You got the Knicks,
take that.
No, the Knicks, the Hawks, and I forgot the third team.
Cavs.
Those are the top 3 teams in the East right now.
Orlando's better than you right now. Cavs are better than you right now. Knicks are better than you right now.
You're still a playoff team, no matter what. You're still a playoff team.
Well, everyone's a playoff team in the NBA.
You're like a 5. Okay, you're a 5 seed in the NBA right now.
Okay, but let me ask you this. So fine, you're a 5 seed in the East, but as you watch the games transpire and Jaylen Brown is dribbling off his left foot and they're winning the games that they win, he's dropping 28 in isolation ball against the worst teams in the league, and they beat the bad teams because Jaylen Brown goes off in his one-on-one game, and they lose to the good teams because he can't take a double team, unlike your mother.
I'm pissed. I fucking used mine already. Good one.
How does that make you feel better about Jaylen Brown as a player? Like, it's all still just a waiting game until Tatum comes back.
Oh yeah, this is a wash season, but it's to get everyone better. It's to get all these guys that you drafted, you brought in. You just want to get them better. So why would you want to tank for that?
Well, I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know if they want. I think that if Brad Stevens had his choice, knowing that Tatum won't be on the team next year, if he could get a top 5 pick and not have to suffer through 82 games that it would take to get a top 5 pick, he would take that over a 5th round finish and a 2nd round exit or a 1st round exit. I think anybody would take that. Do you want a 5th overall pick next year or a 1st round exit with a team led by Jaylen Brown and Derek White?
Just guaranteeing that this kid's going to be like the next big 3 that you get?
No, I'm not. It's a 5th.
I'd rather a 2nd round exit.
I don't think the Celtics would. I think that they would rather have the asset. So, and I think that they're working towards that. But
everyone on the real quick though, everyone on like social media has been like they're gonna treat this like Golden State.
You got the second overall pick.
You got Wiseman that's not even there anymore. He did nothing. So, like, was that worth it? Was that all worth it to get James Wiseman, who's now like?
Yes, they traded they traded assets to then get what's his name that shut down Wiggins. They traded all that to get Wiggins. They traded that pick to get Wiggins, right? Am I having that right?
I don't think so.
And then they built that team around the assets that they acquired when they sucked when Curry was injured, when Curry and Clay were injured. And then that team went on to win the championship.
He was traded to Detroit.
Yeah. For the pick, they got Wiggins in there in that time. They got Wiggins. Wasn't Wiggins on Detroit? Did that go through? He was on Minnesota and then he went down. Follow that trend. Wiggins came to that team around that time. And I think Looney around that time too. So they used that year to rebolster their lineup and go win a championship because they sucked. And they came back and do it. The other thing that you have to bank on there is Jason Tatum being Steph Curry. And you can take a team that has just sucked for a year and bring them right back to where they were. And, I gave Tatum all the praise in the world. I think he's tremendous. But, what was Steph's injury? A rolled ankle or whatever?
Ankle.
Achilles is a little bit different. So I'm just saying. And then let's add this on top of it. Jaylen Brown's last interview with Celtics blog doesn't seem like the guy's long for Boston. Here's some quotes. It's been a long journey here in Boston. I've had to deal with a lot. I feel like I haven't been able to be myself in certain capacities because of politics and because maybe people feel uncomfortable with who I am. Quote, I disagree with a lot of things. I've had to change roles and styles, talking about basketball now on the court. I've had to do things that other players of my talent just haven't had to do. And I've been okay with them because I've always been a team guy. I feel like sometimes that gets taken for granted. Bobby, if you have to tell people you're a team guy, are you a team guy?
Generally, no.
Generally, no. If you have to go out on the public and tell people how much you've sacrificed, have you really sacrificed?
Probably not.
Quick question, Ray. For a year, was Jaylen Brown the most highest paid player in the history of the NBA?
Yes.
Is he now one of the top 5 most highest paid player currently in the NBA?
Yeah.
Okay. Shut up, Jaylen Brown. Shut up. I'm like I said, last show, I think you'd be foolish to trade Jaylen Brown. He's one of the best players in the NBA, especially next to Tatum. But dude, like, you've been embraced. They paid you your money. You got booed on draft night. Boo fucking who? It was 10 years ago. Like, you've won. Ray said it. You've won your hardware. You have a championship. Every champion in the history of Boston, except for Rafael Devers, is beloved in the city of Boston. Like, you win a championship, shut up, and they'll love you forever. Like, you can, like, especially if you're a Celtic, they don't even give a shit if you lose.
Yeah.
They love you no matter what. And I'm sorry, whatever politics you think you are getting, chastised for don't line up. I don't even know what that's about. He's heralded across the city for his inner city work. And, we gave him credit for his $50 million sneaker bonus.
Very philanthropic.
Philanthropist. Yeah.
Yes. That's what it is. Yeah.
Simple Minds. Welcome to Simple Minds Sports Show. I'm just a little bit tired of hearing about Jaylen Brown having to be second fiddle in Boston because Jason Tatum's better than you. He's got real Scottie Pippen vibes here. Like, sorry, Tatum's just better than you, dude. You want to go down to Atlanta and be the guy and be the 6th seed for the rest of your career? Okay.
Does that mean his wife's going to become
a baby?
Fuck Deuce Tatum? Is that what's going to happen?
I believe he is unmarried. My prediction that Jaylen Brown will not be on the Celtics in 2027 was with the idea that Damian Lillard was going to be on this team and Tatum and his buddy were going to kind of push Brown out. That I might have to back off then a little bit. But my prediction that Jaylen Brown's about to be exposed this year is 100% right. That we can dial this back in a few months and
can't wait.
Talk about that if you want.
Can't wait.
Last question of this. What does it say that Jason Tatum recruited Damian Lillard to Boston twice and Damian Lillard twice failed to get to Boston, once by his own accord to go back to Portland?
Maybe he wanted the money. Like, he wanted the payday. He didn't care about championships. He wanted to get paid. Even though he's getting a bag full of money from Milwaukee, he wanted to get more money. He's a selfish cunt.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't.
You're not going to win a championship in Portland.
No shit.
So-
He got 3 years, $42 million. I think the Celtics could have offered him like 5.9. So he's getting $5 million extra a year. Like you said, Milwaukee's paying him $49 million for not playing for him for the next 3 years. So the $12 million and Oregon, whatever their tax rate is, he's probably getting 7. Like, what a fucking is Damian Lillard just a loser, or does nobody want to play with Jason Tatum?
I'm gonna go with A.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that. There you go. Any final Celtics thoughts? We didn't
fire Joe Mazzulla.
Ended on that. Ended on that.
We can end it on that. Next week we'll talk about their current roster and see how that is. We'll get back to that. Until then, fire Joe Mazzulla. Ooh, quick little break. You caught me off guard. And here we are with another riveting edition of This or That with Chief Bobby.
All right, let's get right into this. Here's a good one. Would you rather watch the ESPYs or the WNBA?
WNBA. Game show or
Award shows are not that. Yeah.
award shows suck.
They
Yeah,
are terrible.
WNBA.
The WNBA is the answer here.
The only time I tune in for it is if someone doing the monologue is someone I think will be good or I enjoy. It's the first 5 minutes of it and then I'm out.
Yep.
Except for maybe the Grammys. But now even the Grammys are filled with a bunch of stuff that young kids listen to, and I don't know who the fuck is playing. So
Yeah, I don't know anyone. Yeah,
Those crazy kids.
crazy kids.
they're mid.
This is an interesting distinction here. Boneless chicken wings or chicken tenders?
Please ask the question, Richard, because when I read this, I was like,
They're two
I thought
different things. They're two different things.
So
They're-
look,
They are two different things.
is the boneless. So, but I think people screw this up when they advertise it and they bring it out to you, because I've been duped by this many times. I assume when you say boneless chicken wings, it's chicken tenders, which is the long breaded chicken tender. Boneless wings, I think, are the stupid Applebee things that are just like the little fucking round, stupid nuggets.
More or less, it's still supposed to be like wing meat, just taken off of the wing and kind of like.
But
Put
they
up
kind of like
together.
shrink wrap down into a bite
Yeah,
size.
so it's like a smaller thing, not just like a chicken tender, which is like the breast.
Right. Which we know what kind of guy Ray is.
God damn it.
In that case, it's tender all day. Anybody that gets boneless wings and it's not the actual tender, those are, in my opinion, useless.
Well, first of all, if you're ordering a boneless wing, you are one of the gays, because you could just
There's
get a
anything wrong with
normal wing. So yeah,
Anytime anybody orders boneless wing, I do look at those.
You just
sides.
say like, I
Or
don't
you're
want to associate
five.
with you anymore.
I don't trust you.
Yeah.
But if you go tenders, you go, let me get some tendies. I'm in.
Yeah.
I can get,
just give me the tendies. Yeah,
I can get down with some tendies.
give me the
Oh, yeah.
tendies and my ketchup and my barbecue sauce, and leave me alone.
Like you go to a stadium, an unknown stadium where you're not quite sure what the food's going to be like. Tendies and fries, you're safe. Pretty safe bet.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Glad we fleshed this out.
Yeah.
All right, rather go on the rides at the fair or play the silly games at the fair?
Silly games. I don't trust those carnies.
Right on,
Okay.
Ray. No.
No, never. I'm not going on this ride. Deerfield Fair, everyone's like, oh, let's go on the rides. No, I'm all set. You see
guys
these
know-
motherfuckers? You see these motherfuckers that are setting this up? I'm all set. I'll play the games. Thank you.
We
We're
had
going
a-
to look at the cows.
My parents had a friend who was a carny that traveled around. He's like, do not go on those rides.
No.
Everyone's drunk. No, it's fucked up. You know about the zipper story, Deerfield Fair, me and Welch?
No.
We were
You guys made
deathly
love?
afraid to go in the zipper. You know what the zipper is? They put you
Oh,
in
yeah.
a cage, and the cage does the 360, and the whole thing does the 360. We were pissing our pants the whole time, screaming, holding each other's hands, 17-year-old boys trying to impress girls. At the same time, they had dueling zippers on either side. The same time, a man fell out of on the other zipper ride, hit a pole. The story says that he died. I'm not sure if he died, but that happened. A guy fell out of the zipper, smashed into a pole as Welch and I were peeing our pants and crying together on that zipper. I'll never go on a carnival ride again. No.
Never heard that.
We're on the same page. I'm glad.
You can never get. No, I'm not doing any of those things ever again in my life. It's not worth.
What about Canby Lake? Would you go to Canby Lake and ride a ride?
No, my mother made me go on the Yankee Cannonball when I was far too young. I basically almost fell out of the fucking thing, and no.
The whole Disney World thing's
Your
making
mother
sense
made me do
now.
things when I was far too young too.
There it is, Vine. You're done.
Very good.
Well done.
Very good. Thank you.
That was well executed.
Thank you. Paint an entire house inside and out, or paint a huge slong on every house on your street.
Slong on every house.
Painting
on my street.
blows, and also dicks are funny.
Yeah. I know it is really terrible, but just the thought of going around having to paint a big dick on every house, trying to get away with it.
Yeah, practically real life. No, I guess I'll just paint my house. But in make believe, yeah, dongs.
Yeah,
Donks, for sure.
Way more fun. Way more fun. Long sleeve shirts or short sleeve shirts. Can only wear one.
Short sleeve. Like, what do you mean short sleeve? Like cut off?
Like a t-shirt versus any other long sleeve shirt that
t-shirt.
you want.
T-shirt, yeah. All day.
Yeah, I think I go long sleeve here.
Yeah, you have the option to roll it up.
Yeah.
Sweat.
Easy fucking answer.
Yeah, you're a sweaty little fuck.
You're a sweaty pig. Oink oink.
Well, then we know where Raymond's going to go here. You can never have air conditioning in the car or never have radio or GPS in the car.
Get rid of that AC, baby. I want that radio and GPS.
Ooh, that sweaty hog's gonna drip.
Yeah, I don't care.
Roll
those
with
windows
the down.
Roll those fucking windows down, baby, because I need to hear something and I need to know where I'm going. So
I was thinking about it the other day. You never see cars, at least where I am, driving around without AC anymore. I saw one the other day. This just like fuck up, sweaty old bastard just driving down with the windows down. I just couldn't help but laugh.
It's a miserable experience, but of technology and the advancement of it, my biggest crutch is GPS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's borderline impossible to get anywhere without it.
Yeah, like imagine asking someone for honest directions and fucking landmarks.
Yeah,
Wolf.
exactly.
They tell you to fuck off so fast. They'll be like,
If everybody in the world lost GPS, I could go with that. Because then we'd all go back to a slower way of life and I'll have to suffer through that bullshit. But like just me, no shot.
Yeah, that would be difficult. Speaking of difficulties, constantly being sued all the time or constantly being followed by a horny house cat.
Is it Claude?
Well, yes, because he's going to try and mount you.
I'll go with the house cat.
I've already used my joke.
No, well, you see, this is my thinking on it. I can hire a lawyer to handle my lawsuits. I have to deal with that cat on my own, so I'll take being sued.
Can I kill the cat, though?
Yeah, you just be a dick.
Oh, then cat.
Dick I am. Dick I am.
1 hour of inconvenience.
Oh, what happened to Mr. Kitten over there? Oh, don't worry about it.
I lit it on fire. I had a lifetime of annoyance ahead of me, and I saved a boatload on legal fees.
That cat was a cunt. That's why I got rid of it.
Yeah, it had rabies. I'll tell everybody it was a Nazi cat that had rabies and AIDS.
Yeah, very good.
Done.
Well, I gave you guys an out there. All right. Fruit smoothies or fruit parfait?
Smoothie.
First of all, okay.
It was a commercial on the TV when I was trying to fucking think of something. Okay, fuck off.
I'll take a smoothie.
Yeah,
Give me the parfait.
Actually, I do like a nice parfait.
Yeah. Give me the parfait, Raymond. Have you ever had either one of those items?
I've had a smoothie. I've had several smoothies. No, humble brag.
Humble brag.
There we go.
Run a marathon or walk 48 hours straight.
Walk 48 hours straight. 48 hours straight.
Give me the marathon.
Yeah, give me the marathon.
Get it over with. I'm not going to waste 2 days walking.
I would see so much, and I'd get
Forrest Gump. We're gonna see the fucking. You're gonna go East Coast to West Coast.
I was walking. I think marathons are dumb. I don't want to do a marathon. You're gonna have to walk that anyway. You're not gonna run that.
Vine will.
Walking anyway. Walking's for chumps.
Mm-hmm.
Walking's good
for
for
people.
Walk.
Is that it?
That was it. Last one.
Oh, good one. All right. We're right back with Simplest Minds of the Week.
Oh, back to school, to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. Bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
All right, nice little short segment here for Simplest Minds of the Week. Number one is Airplane Karen.
It's a two-parter.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're all whiny for no reason.
Let the people go.
She got up as soon as the plane landed. That's what's going on right now.
Okay.
You're just a Karen. And
Those people should be
Just deal with it, people. My God. Why don't you all shut up? It's not affecting any of you. No, but you're sitting in the You guys are so funny. You're the Karens about it because you're the ones who are making noise. Nobody's bothering you. It's not even in your. I'm sorry. Do you have my permission to record me?
It's public.
You've never said one. I can tell you have. Oh yes, I can. Given your accent, I can tell you've said the F-bomb.
You can be a jerk. No, you're not going to insult someone because of an accent. We're not doing that.
Don't put your finger at
okay?
me.
This is a low IQ human being.
Yeah, it is.
You ain't gonna change this.
I love when they say ain't and they talk about low IQ.
I use AIDS and I'm in a doctoral program. So
Oh wow, that's a big deal. I'm a lawyer and I don't say ain't.
clearly racist.
Oh my God, what? Do you even know what the word racist means? It's not, wait, you're white. Because that's racist. Maybe xenophobic if you're talking about accents. Maybe get the vocabulary right. Right when we get off this plane, I'll meet you out there with my bar card.
After that video goes viral, you'll lose that too.
Sure.
Mic drop on that one. Once this goes viral, you lose that.
She made a couple decent points.
Yeah.
You would. You fucking would.
Yeah, she made a couple decent points. The early risers on a plane
Are the worst.
Yeah. Like, just if you're flying anywhere, this is we're all in it together. Everybody, this is as much of a group project as a communal effort. We're all one community on this thing for as many hours on this plane. Everybody just shut up, put your headphones in, follow the rules, walk forward like the cattle we are, and let's get through this together. And anybody tries to break protocol, you're a piece of shit.
You're Karen.
She's not
There's
really what she
nothing
did
worse
is not
than
fucking
airplane
hurt
people that
anybody, but
fuck
like
it up.
just like
It's
stay
funny when they
alive.
do that. It's funny when they do that though, and then you see them at baggage claim. It's like, so what was the whole fucking point of that?
Right.
What was the whole point of you need to get off the plane? before
Nobody
everyone
wants
else?
to stay on this plane, miss.
Yeah.
Just sit down.
Bitch.
Don't worry about them saying the movie's going to end. You got 10 extra minutes to sit down. Finish that baby. You got it.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Never in a rush.
Those plane videos give me anxiety. I hate flying right now is horrific. It is a horrible experience. And people like that suck.
Yeah.
All right. Let's finish off with a little bit of a higher note here. The legend, the king, Shane Gillis at the ESPYs.
So I have like a lot of these videos. Which one? Do you want me to play all of them?
Just do one. And you can go look it up.
Shohei Ohtani couldn't make it tonight. Man, I hope his interpreter didn't bet that he was going to be here. Shohei is a once-in-a-generation talent. No one's been able to do what he does at so many positions, pitcher, hitter, and bookie. A bookie is what Bill Belichick reads to his girlfriend before bedtime. They do. They read The Very Horny Caterpillar, The Little Engine That Could But Needed a Pill First, and of course, the classic Goodnight Boobs. That was my favorite one. Also, I'm not trashing Bill Belichick. First off, he's 73 years old and he's dating a hot 24-year-old, and people are criticizing him? What happened to this country? It used to be a great country. He won 6 Super Bowls. Yeah, he's dating a hot 24-year-old.
Can I play one more? Because I have my favorite.
Go ahead.
Put your hands where my eyes can see is what they say when Deshaun Watson gets a massage. I disagree as well. I swear to God, I didn't want to tell it.
I fucking love that one.
The best part about Shane, anytime he does stand up, is when he laughs at his own jokes.
Ooh,
And nobody else is laughing. Like,
yeah.
the one that's made the rounds is the WNBA. Give it up for the WNBA star. If you
I got that one. You want me to do that one real quick?
Sure,
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
All right, let me find it. Hold on. There's a shit ton in here.
Yeah. Well, it was
Four-time WNBA All-Star Brittany Hicks is here. Give it up for Brittany, everybody. I'm joking around. That's my friend's wife. I knew none of you knew WNBA players. That's crazy. You clap for that.
His laugh after is,
and then the guy. I don't know how familiar you are with it, but the white guy sitting next to the black girl, they are married. And the white guy is his best friend and like podcast partner, McCusker. And like, if you go back and watch it, McCusker dies laughing, like absolutely dies laughing. And it's basically an inside joke between McCusker and Gillis on a national stage. And they're just laughing at it together, which is phenomenal. It makes him what he is, makes it best. Haven't seen an SP's performance like that since Norm. He did do the Norm joke, which kind of fell flat, but I found very.
There's one thing I want to say before I get out of here, and this is a dumb joke. You guys aren't gonna like it, but it was. It's just a Norm Macdonald joke that I loved when he hosted the ESPYs, and I'm gonna do it now. Travis Hunter won the Heisman Trophy this year. He's the first defensive player since Charles Woodson to win the Heisman. Congratulations, Travis Hunter, winning the Heisman. That's something they can never take away from you, unless you kill your wife and a waiter. In which case, they can take that away from you. Well, see, a lot of you don't like me, and that's okay.
I love that.
When Norm Macdonald did the ESPYs, he was coming off basically getting fired from SNL for doing nothing but OJ jokes, and they just kept telling him to stop, and he refused to stop. He just kept doing OJ jokes. Then he went to the ESPYs and did that joke about OJ.
Ooh, I did have another dark horse one. Hold on.
Shit.
Megan Rapinoe could not make it tonight. Nice. No, we're going to pretend she's a good time. All right.
I think you wrote that one for you, Ray.
I think so. That's why I'm like, love that one. Yeah.
The cat. Hey, girl. Yeah.
The New York Knicks had a great season. Yeah, hell yeah. Karl Anthony Towns is here. Hey, girl.
He didn't hold back. I don't think he'll be hosting next year.
Oh, no.
Something tells me no. No, I don't think Disney has the skin for that. Well, there you have it. This has been the Simba Sports Show, Friday Rewind, live July 17th. Glad to be back. If you like what you saw there, click the like button, click the subscribe button, go to SimbaSports.com, join the newsletter, get your free entry into the giveaway, and join us again next Thursday night at 8:15. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.